Lord said, and I quote, "Governments do not have the power to restrict the ideas to which children may be exposed." This selfish culture of violence has reached right into the homes of millions of families through abortion. Abortion is now a common practice throughout the world, and many prominent people in the world take pride in their support of this practice, as if it is somehow virtuous and praiseworthy, instead of what it really is, the violent taking of life of the most innocent and helpless of humans. According to the most recent figures published in Awake, 115,000 babies are killed in abortions every day. To put that in perspective, every year, the number of babies that are aborted equal more than the entire population of the state of California. Truly, the earth has been drenched in blood. Now, given the enormity of the suffering taking place today, the human tendency is to ignore it, pretend it's really not that bad. And this is a self-defense mechanism, because if we were truly to grasp the tragedy that each victim represents and the anguish of their loved ones, we would literally go insane. Please turn your Bibles to Isaiah chapter 6, verse 21. Here we'll see, however, that God will not allow this situation to be ignored any longer. Just like in Abel's day, the earth cries out to God for vengeance. And notice Jehovah's ringing statement in Isaiah 26:21. It says, "For look, Jehovah is coming forth from his place to call to account the error of the inhabitant of the land against him. And the land will certainly expose her bloodshed and will no longer cover over her killed ones." Jehovah cleansed the earth in ancient times by means of the flood of Noah's day. He did it again by destroying the Canaanite nations and eventually the nation of Israel. And he will do it again today. However, this cleansing of the earth is not going to be some uncontrolled expression of frustration or anger on God's part. No, it is extremely well planned and organized. And Jehovah has given mankind plenty of warning of his intentions. Please turn your Bibles back to Psalms 92, and we'll read verses 7 through 9. And here we see Jehovah's intention clearly stated for all of us to see. Although it might seem that the wicked today are as numerous as blades of grass, this will not stop God from acting. It says there, Psalms 92, 7 to 9, it says, "When the wicked ones sprout as the vegetation, and all the practicers of what is hurtful blossom forth, it is that they may be annihilated forever. But you are on high to time indefinite, O Jehovah, for look, your enemies, O Jehovah, for look, your own enemies will perish. All practicers of what is hurtful will be separated from one another." Now, cleansing this earth will be no easy task. It will require organized effort on a massive scale that is unprecedented in history. What means will God use to cleanse this earth from its ruined state? Please turn over to Daniel chapter 2 and verse 44. Here, God is speaking about our day and the human governments currently presiding over this insane state of affairs. But notice how God purposes to deal with this situation in Daniel 2:44. It says, "And in the days of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be brought to ruin, and the kingdom itself will not be passed on to any other people. It will crush and put an end to all these kingdoms, and it itself will stand to times indefinite." So Jehovah has purposed to set up a new world government, God's kingdom that will cleanse the earth by evicting from it all those practicing what is hurtful. You see, God's not interested in reforming human society through political action committees, think tanks, voter registrations, or protest movements. When God took action to cleanse the earth in times past, it involved unilateral, radical, immediate, and sweeping changes. It resulted in a complete turnaround for society and included only persons who were truly devoted to doing God's will. Please turn your Bibles to Revelation 11:18. And here again we'll see that Jehovah God does not need anyone's permission to carry out his purpose in this regard. That's Revelation 11, verse 18. And it says there, "But the nations became wrathful, and your own wrath came, and the appointed time for the dead to be judged, and to give their reward to your slaves, the prophets, and to the holy ones, and to those fearing your name, the small and the great, and to bring to ruin those ruining the earth." This action on God's part to bring to ruin those ruining the earth cannot come soon enough. God must step in soon before mankind literally annihilates life on this planet. Did you know that there are now 27,000 nuclear weapons in existence? Over 8,000 of these are actively deployed by various militaries. 2,000 of them could be launched within minutes, potentially ending life on Earth. What a ridiculous state of affairs. Certainly God does need to take action. Please turn your Bibles to Isaiah 45:18, where we have Jehovah's comforting assurance that not only the earth, but also life on it will be protected from such foolish and corrupt men and women. That's Isaiah 45:18. It says there, "For this is what Jehovah has said, the creator of the heavens, he, the true God, the former of the earth and the maker of it. He, the one who firmly established it, who did not create it simply for nothing, who formed it even to be inhabited. I am Jehovah, and there's no one else." Well, God created the earth to be inhabited, not to be destroyed by the foolish actions of mankind. Now, the earth is being inhabited now, but is that what God had purposed? No, not even close. We were taught to pray not that the earth just be inhabited, but for God's will to be done here.